Pleminik, we made it! Wipe is just around the corner. Now, this might have been a short wipe, but it's felt super long and drawn out. Whether it was the crashed economy, or the screwed up progression, or the zombies, this wipe feels like it was 10 times longer than the last one, which was the longest wipe in history. Holy Pleminik. Now, before we get into the summary of the previous wipe, and a look forward into what we would like to see in the next wipe, we wanted to introduce today's sponsor, Kao Sang Bang Golden Balm. When your Uncle Josivan's age, you know, you get the DLC updates every single day. Sometimes you get the DLC update in your neck, and it's super painful. So, you know, you grab a fistful of Golden Balm, you just put it on there. Oh, yeah, you know, it's worth the concussion. Totally. You know, it snaps you right in there. Oh, there we go. All right, we worked it. We worked it before we turned on the camera, so it was already nice and loosened up. You know, usually it's really stiff. Now, 1.5 wasn't all bad. You know, it added some pretty cool stuff. One of the cool things that it added was, like, say, for example, things like weapon mounting, where you could, like, you know, post up a weapon on, like, a corner or, like, the ground with a bipod or whatever. It added some cool guns, you know, like the Desert Eagle or the SR3. Oh, that one's super cool, Pleminik. Oh, but Uncle Josivan, you might be saying to yourself, that's not the SR3. Oh, we'll get to that later, Pleminik. We'll get to that one later. You know, other guns like the Uzi and the M60 as well. Oh, we love the M60 and the Uzi for the zombies, Pleminik. That was great. But all that being said, Pleminik, 1.5 definitely had its share of complications. Holy! We started out that wipe with something real rough. Now, Uncle Josivan, he started about 3 weeks too late. Usually that's not that bad, you know, the 3 early weeks in wipe is pretty fun. You know, everybody's running around with SKS or a Makarov, you know. Nobody is better than level 2 or 3 armor. You know, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's getting real scrappy, you know. But this wipe, early progression was gone, Pleminik. You might have seen our earlier videos where we were talking about it there. The economy was totally wiped flat. All of the experience points were pushed to the max with Arena. You know, you had everybody in Arena, you know, grinding out their first 25 levels like nobody's business. People had way more money than they usually start with. The inflation for the early wipe was off the chain, Pleminik. Not to mention, they removed found in raid status requirement for flea market items. So basically, a week of wipe, everybody's level 15. You know, everybody has access to the flea market, and there's no restrictions on what can go to the flea market. So all of a sudden, you had this crazy market explosion and then collapse. Which lasted pretty much the whole wipe. The economy hasn't recovered from it. In fact, it's been a totally different economy than any other Tarkov economy we've ever really seen. And this didn't happen to everybody, but there was also a ton of people getting their quests and progression deleted when they transferred stuff to and from Arena. Oh, Pleminik, it was brutal for people like Golfing, who had to complete the same quest like 4 times and eventually just uninstalled because they gave up and they had enough. And if the screwed up progression and economy wasn't enough, the next thing they did was fire in a whole bunch of events that were super complicated that nobody asked for. But were pretty fun. Like, to be honest, like, if you're complaining about the events, it's like, you know, boo-hoo, whine and cry to somebody else that's not Uncle Josivan. The mortars was a bit weird. You know, it was kind of tedious collecting all the parts because they were so big and heavy. To be honest, I kind of skipped that one. But it's kind of neat, you know, running around with all the explosions going off. That was kind of cool. The zombies, you know, it was always something we've wanted to see. We've always wanted to see zombies meets Escape from Tarkov, and we got exactly that. And then we got shot in the head by like 2,000 pistol zombies, and then we decided we've had enough Escape from Tarkov zombies, and we want it to go away now. And now we've got this other event, yeah, it's the smugglers, you know? It's just kind of, it's... Honestly, the smugglers event, it's the most Escape from Tarkov event that I've seen so far. Like, it's basic combat, it's basic looting, you know? You gotta find keys, you gotta find boxes, you gotta, you know? it's not that much different from the base game. Now, without these new things they added, like, partisan, or tripwire grenades, or map-to-map travel, you might be thinking,
Uncle Josivan, what else could they possibly add to the game to make it more fun?
Pleminik, you gotta get creative, you gotta use your head, alright? They could add all sorts of things. This one, Uncle Josivan, Uncle Josivan will give you this one for free, Pleminik, alright? We've been saying for a long time, we want a throw mechanic, alright? Now we already have the grenades. You throw the grenade, alright? Whatever. We want to be able to throw anything, okay? So, you hotkey an item, and it has a use, you use that item, fine, whatever. Don't use those items. But for, scav loot and junk and stuff like that, what do we got here? The Tetris, perfect. Yeah, okay, you got the Tetris, right? So, say you got a Tetris in your bag, right? And there's a guy, or a scav or whatever, and he's over there. You're like, alright, I want to throw this distraction. Or you're thinking to yourself, hey, you know what? Let's get the ultimate disrespect. Let's see if we can waste this guy with it. Not kill him, but maybe we can hurt him. Maybe we can just wing him. Distract him. Maybe he'll think he's what's that? Not like a player, but like an AI scav, whatever. So we're thinking, every item in this game from Tarkov has a weight, right? So what you do is you match the strength of the character against the weight of the item, and that should give you a distance as well as a sound effect of when the item hits the ground, right? That's your throw mechanic right there. So you pick up the Tetris, you throw it, and you distract the scab or whatever. We think this would be especially cool if they added glow sticks, Pleminik. Imagine! You're in a night raid, right? You got your nods, but say you want to mark you want to mark a doorway, or you want to throw out the chem light to illuminate an area that's maybe not covered by starlight or whatever. Oh, Pleminik. Oh, maybe you just want to throw out a chem light if you're not using night vision goggles. You want alternative to night vision goggles, So if you had the chem light that you could throw over a distance, oh, that'd be super cool. We've been thinking about that one for a long time. That's what we want. That's what, if we're gonna add tripwires, why can't we add throw in junk and garbage and glow sticks? Not glow sticks, Nikita. Do it. Now, personally, Uncle Josivan thinks there's probably enough guns in the game. Now, Nikita could be super cool and add something like the M249 or the HK69. That'd be rad. But the game's got a ton of guns already. Holy crap, this thing's heavy. If they were gonna add one gun for Uncle Josivan, if Nikita was gonna do personal favor for Uncle Josivan, for all the things Uncle Josivan does for Nikita, for all the things it does, he could add one gun. It wouldn't even be that hard, because the variant is already there. We showed you earlier. The SR3. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, Pleminik. Look at this thing. It's already, it uses the ASVAL mags, it uses the ASVAL mags. Check this thing out. It's tiny, no rails. Oh, no variants, you just fold it over. Boom, there you go. That's it. One tiny little package. That's all Uncle Josivan's asking for, Pleminik. That's it. That's the only one. Yeah, you don't need to add anything else, Franco. Something else would think would be pretty cool would be if they added the option to use a flashlight in your offhand, or in if you could switch to a flashlight. Say you accidentally load into a night raid and you have the flashlight, or you find the flashlight kicking around, or you're in factory, you find a flashlight, if you can hold it in your offhand, or if you just want to quickly scan something, maybe you're running a gun. And it doesn't have enough room for any flashlight on your rails. You've already got your pack box, you've already got your red dot sight or whatever, and you don't want to switch to you don't want to have to put a flashlight on there because you don't want to dirty up your rail system or whatever. So you just have a flashlight in your hotbar. You keep four, and it just brings up a flashlight instead. Maybe even shoulders your rifle, or slings your rifle and you bring up a flashlight. That'd be kind of cool, That would be kind of neat if we had that. Access to, flashlight outside of just being on a weapon. And also be able to throw it, Pleminik. Eh? Although we gotta say the biggest thing. More than anything, alright? More than anything. We don't think this would be too hard to accomplish. Would be a longer, early wipe time frame. Longer time with everybody running around SKS and level 2 armor. You know? Longer time frame for that. That's the most fun part of the game,
It's not as fun when
everybody's got meta tier kit. Everybody's running the same juicy kit, you know? That stuff should be rare, Bliminek. That stuff should be rare. It's cool, you know? But we want it to stay cool. You know, if everybody's got it, it's not special, you know? It's just lame. And then you got all this other stuff the game has to load that nobody's gonna use. With everybody running the 6 spear or the SA-58 or whatever, you know? It's no fun. You know, let's get some more flavor in there, Bliminek. Let's get some more flavor. Now, you know, all that stuff that would be super cool, you know, that's all Uncle 7 pipe dream, you know? We'd love to see any of it. But if they don't have any of that, you know, the one thing we would love to see, Bliminek, the one thing, above all else, just increase the time for the early wipe, you know? Find a way to make sure that everybody's running the SKS and the Klin and the Makarov with level 2 or 3 armor for like at least another week, you know? If you can make people like, you know, Pestele and Landmark and Cool D and like whoever else, if you can make them run a Klin and an SKS for the same amount of time that like everybody else is running them for, you know, just for a little bit longer, do that. Now, Bliminek Noise Guy has a pretty great video right now about what to expect for next wipe. If you want to see a little bit of a more speculatory idea of what's going to be happening in the next wipe of Escape from Tarkov, go check it out. You know, link will be right here or wherever, and it's be in the comments down below as well. Unity 22 is coming in this next one, Bliminek, so get ready. You know, day 1 launch is, we think it's going to be pretty rough. Anyway, that's how we felt about this wipe. You know, it has ups, it has downs. But how did you feel, Bliminek? You know, let us know in the comments down below. Did this one have you down? Did this one finally push you over to PvE? Did this one have you kicking rocks over to PvE? You know, let us know down in the comments. Now, comments from the last video. You know, we picked 3 of them. You know, so we'll pick 3 of your comments from this video in the next video. But for now in this video, we're gonna read 3 from the last video, which is from the zombies video, Bliminek. So, SRogue Plays Games says, nice video, I like the outfit. To be honest, I don't think Tarkov needed a zombie mod. You can play zombies in SPT if you want, but to be honest, not every game needs COD zombies. You know what, SRogue? Yeah, like, we get it. We would love to see zombies maybe a bit differently fleshed out. If it was its own separate contained game, it was way better than Call of Duty zombies, minus the shooting zombies. If it took those out, if they could just climb over stuff, this had some potential, Bliminek. LOL Man and Batman 6471 says, also, I hate feeling left out the times I missed an event because of the time limit and such, so I only have 2 days to play, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that's a real bummer. You know, if you're busy during the week and the event comes out, it's a really cool event. Maybe it's a limited time event. Well, they're all limited time, but maybe it's super limited time, like maybe a week or 2. You know, 4 days. That's not enough. You know, that's not enough to accomplish the event, especially if you're only like casual hour player. This wipe, Uncle 7's only been playing about 12 hours a week. It's considerably less than he used to play, Bliminek. This can, it's been hard to try to squeeze in these events. Just Dank, friend of the show, Just Dank 7832 says, I mean, if they only did hordes of slow shamblers, it would be fun. Them pistol zombies that just aimbot you are frustrating. The runners spawn way too much. PvE constantly spawns zombies with no break. I'd love to complete the event quest, but my goodness, it's like throwing my head into a wall, especially the Transit to Streets quest. Oh, that one was brutal, Bliminek. Oh, holy crap. Oh, that one where you had to run through labs, you know, get to the room that everybody was camping. Oh, reliving it's a nightmare, Bliminek. Oh, we'll spare you the details, Bliminek, but we died 1 billion times. Lost millions of rubles. Billions of rubles. Bliminek. That was nuts. Oh. Speaking of the stream, Bliminek, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7:30 p.m. PST and 10:30 p.m. for the Friday night stream. That's a late night stream, Pleminek. We'll go a bit later on that one, you know? We've been toying around with the start time a bit with that one, but so far, you know, 10:30. You know, Operator Red, he comes in, he joins us for the Thursday night stream at 7:30. He's running a PvE adventure. You know, he's got 100 lives to Kappa. If he can't survive 100 lives to Kappa, he dies. Right now, he's got 76 lives. 76! Can you believe it? If he doesn't make it to Kappa in 76 lives, you know, that's it. He's got to restart. That's our rules, Pleminek. That's our rules. So be sure to tune in, and we'll see you there, Pleminek. Until next time, woobly boobly. We love you, and we'll see you there, live.